Welcome to the Way to Build Wealth. I'm Ethan Bloch. That's Warren Buffett. And together we're helping you build wealth. Welcome to the show. So I've spent a lot of time in past episodes talking about index funds, the wealth building properties of index funds, the greatness of index funds. But what I haven't done is given you a model portfolio to use so you can structure your own index fund portfolio off of that. And this was brought to my attention from one of our viewers, Ty. Big heartfelt thanks for hitting me up with this email and being like, hey Ethan, you think you could someday share with us what you think to be one of the best ways to structure an index fund portfolio? But Ty went one step further and was like, hey Ethan, what do you think about the 4-fund portfolio, which is the topic for today's episode? So clearly, Ty, I think the 4-fund portfolio is great for most people, kick ass in fact. And with some tweaks we're going to talk about tomorrow, it can really be amazing, amazing and amazing. Whatever that means, a lot of amazings as I'm hitting Buffett's head. So the 4-fund portfolio is comprised of 4 funds, and I'm going to walk through each one because when you implement the 4-fund portfolio, it has to be implemented in this order. So the first fund in the index fund, in the 4-fund portfolio, is a money market fund, and you should hold that in your taxable brokerage account. We've talked about money market funds before. I'll link it up down there, but you should be using a money market fund anyway as a supplement to your checking and savings account. Because a money market fund yields more interest than those accounts, and Vanguard and Fidelity let you write checks out of your money market fund. It should be like that core of your portfolio that you leverage, in lieu of savings and checking, and then as well as leverage to hold funds in and dry powder that you then invest in other funds or other individual stocks. So that's fund number 1. The second fund in the 4-fund portfolio is a total stock market index fund. Own all of U.S. publicly traded corporations, and you want to hold that as well in your taxable brokerage account. Now you could hold it in your IRA, and I would only suggest you do that if you don't plan to hold any tax-efficient assets like a bond fund or like a TIPS fund or like, which we're going to talk about if you didn't understand that. So it is recommended that you hold it in your taxable account because we are going to be sharing with you some other investments that are tax inefficient and that should utilize the IRA. So the total stock market index fund, the second fund in your taxable account. The third fund you want to get into is an international stock market index fund. Own all of the developed countries' publicly traded corporations, or the majority of them. And that as well should be held in your taxable brokerage account. Again, like I said with the total stock market index fund, you can hold it in your IRA, but you want to try and fill that IRA up with tax inefficient assets, as I keep saying, which brings me to fund number 4, a total bond market index fund. That's the 4th fund, and that shall be held in your IRA. It's a bond index fund. Bonds are not tax efficient at all, as the majority of the money they make you is in the form of dividends. That's the 4-fund portfolio. Extremely straightforward, extremely simple, and by implementing the 4-fund portfolio, you give yourself extreme diversification, flexibility. There's no crossover between the funds. It's really easy to understand. It's no hidden magic taking place here. And I think that's all I want to say about it. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about some tweaks and some bolt-ons to the 4-fund portfolio to just maybe make it a little zippier, if I can say that. That was kind of lame. And that's it for today. So if you have any questions about the 4-fund portfolio, hit me up, Ethan@thewaytobuildwealth.org. And finally, quick announcement. We're going to be scaling back the amount of episodes we release per week here on The Way to Build Wealth. We're going to be going from 5 to 3. Now, I'm extremely torn by doing this, so you don't need to hit me with hate email. I'm hating myself with enough of it. But just right now, with the consulting business I run and The Way to Build Wealth, I just don't have enough bandwidth to make 5 quality episodes per week. And if it's not quality, I'm not going to put it out. So, that's the way it's going to be for now. Maybe we'll be able to ramp it back up soon, But 3 episodes per week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is what the schedule is going to look like. If there's any other updates, I'll be hitting you up in the future episode. That's it for now. I'm Ethan Bloch. That is Warren Buffett. And together, we're helping you build wealth.